Well, this is an extraordinary story this evening. It's not as big a shock as it might be in a normal week, but Roman Abramovich
playing each other out. Now, I can say that Todd Burley is considering selling his share.
In the context of what you've been working on in sports over the last...
All right, everybody, welcome back. Looks like you guys sent over some pretty interesting stuff about Roman Abramovich and Chelsea.
Yeah. A lot of buzz around this recent message he put out.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a deep dive on this and see what we can unpack here. You know, what's behind this message and what it could mean for the future of Chelsea. He wished the club well during the holidays, but it has fans kind of speculating about a possible return. And, you know, this isn't just anybody sending out holiday cheer, right?
Yeah.
This is the guy who led Chelsea to, I mean, an insane trophy haul.
Yeah, almost unheard of in modern football.
Exactly.
So I think what makes this message so fascinating is the timing, you know, and the kind of the subtext of it all. You know, for those of you who may not know the whole story, Abramovich bought Chelsea way back in 2003.
Oh, yeah.
And his investment, you know, totally revitalized the club.
Yeah.
He didn't just come in and throw money around, which, you know, some owners do. He actually brought in like top tier managers like Jose Mourinho.
Oh, yeah.
And really instilled a tactical discipline and like a winning mentality. Yeah.
And that's what really propelled Chelsea to those 21 trophies that we're talking about.
Right.
But, you know, lately, Chelsea has been navigating some choppy waters, let's say.
Yeah.
And so this message from Abramovich with these kind of sentimental undertones, you know, it raises a lot of eyebrows.
For sure. It definitely goes beyond just, you know, your standard happy holidays kind of message.
Right.
He expresses this real, you know, affection for the club. And so that has everyone wondering about a potential comeback.
Yeah.
But can he even come back realistically?
Right.
I mean, didn't sanctions and political pressure force him out?
Exactly. I mean, back in 2022, Abramovich had to step down as owner because of the sanctions that were related to the conflict in Ukraine.
Right.
His assets were frozen, so his involvement with Chelsea just wasn't tenable anymore.
Yeah.
However, this recent message, you know, it's kind of reignited that hope amongst some fans
Sure.
for his return. But then the question becomes, what would that even look like? You know, a full-on takeover seems pretty improbable given the current sanctions. But, you know, maybe a behind-the-scenes kind of advisory role.
Right.
Or maybe even some sort of philanthropic contribution to the Chelsea Foundation, you know?
Yeah.
It's all speculation at this point, but the possibilities are pretty intriguing. And I think any form of return from him would definitely send ripples through Stamford Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. It makes you wonder, you know, what are his real intentions here?
Yeah.
Is this just a billionaire missing his beloved club, or is there some strategic play at work here? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to say for sure. You know, maybe he is gauging public sentiment, testing the waters for a potential future role.
Yeah.
Or maybe it really is just a heartfelt message, you know, from someone who genuinely cares about the club and wants to see them succeed. I think only time will tell, but it's definitely a development worth watching closely.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a story that keeps unfolding. So just to recap what we've talked about so far, you know, we have Roman Abramovich, the man who completely transformed Chelsea into a global powerhouse. He sends out this seemingly, you know, harmless holiday message.
Right.
But reading between the lines, it seems to hint at a possible return.
Yeah.
And that has ignited, you know, both speculation and excitement among the Chelsea faithful.
For sure. So then the question becomes, you know, can he actually navigate, you know, the complexities of the sanctions, the political pressure to actually make a comeback?
Right.
And if he can, you know, what impact would that have on Chelsea's future?
Right.
It's a scenario, you know, it's full of what ifs and, you know, maybes, and it's going to be really fascinating to see how it all plays out.
It really is. Yeah. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone. Until next time,
See ya.
take care.